It's time to get your morning started with the news you need to know.
News update.
This is what's trending with DJ and PK. Hashtag NBA.
Moving to his left, here it comes, and of course it's good from 1,274 feet away. Out on the left side, and the way this game has gone, Eddie, you knew when he shot it, it was going in.
Just cause.
The end of the forecourt, Halliburton, all the way to the goal. He lobbed it to the rim. Checkmate! Checkmate! Toppin with a dunk.
49 states, it's just basketball, but this is Indiana.
There's some highlights from Game 6 Saturday as the Pacers clinch their spot in the finals. And Rick Carlisle, 49 states, it's basketball. This is Indiana. Hoosiers, it's special. And they're in the NBA Finals for the second time.
Yeah, but what about U.S. territories? You know, what's it in Puerto Rico, the Virgin Islands? A lot of different things, you know, you have to ask yourself, where do they fit in?
U.S. Virgin Islands, home of Tim Duncan?
I mean, I don't know why just you limit it, you know, that's just, I want to include everybody.
Guam,
where
baby.
do they fit in?
Let's discuss Guam and basketball and beaches and airfare. Pacers right. Tyrese Halliburton, who they got for Domantas Sabonis, who they acquired when they had to trade Paul George. And Paul George figured in Oklahoma City getting Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. So, encouragement for Jazz fans here with these finals, PK. The Paul George finals. You can trade an all-star and have it lead to awesome things.
No, I don't think there is. It's just, it stops the whining that it can't be done. I don't think right now they have any form of encouragement, but I think you can stop whining about location. It doesn't matter.
Oklahoma City and Indiana on the biggest stage. They're small markets, cold places, no glamour, blah, blah, blah. According to the Athletics, the Knicks are frustrated with Karl Anthony Towns.
Me too.
Defensive habits, less concerned with his talent level, more with his processing on the defensive end of the floor. Incorrect coverages, not communicating. They think he didn't grasp the importance of the matter.
Yeah, man, I really think that was the story, man. If he would have done that, they probably win 4-0.
Not buying it, huh?
Everybody else was just 100% exactly where they should be at all times. I realize if you're a base service, you have to have some clicks.
Oklahoma City Thunder, one of the biggest betting favorites in NBA Finals as we go forward now. Across the past 20 years, only the 2018 Warriors were bigger favorites entering the championship series.
How does Towns respond to that? It's anonymous out there in the interweb. Who said what? And that's what is considered a legitimate story these days.
Yes. And it doesn't really make sense to me from the Knicks standpoint when I was thinking about, well, this is true, then a coach is into defense's tips, wants to move on. And if you want to move on, don't let the world know you're unsatisfied, or you're dissatisfied, because then you're going to have less leverage in the trade market.
Yeah, I don't know that it was him who said anything.
Doesn't have to be.
Well, man,
but the front office,
you're holding him accountable for
that's
it, though.
what that team values. You're right. Now, it could be an assistant coach. It could be him. It could be somebody in the front office, and front offices are bigger than ever. So
back offices
could be a
now,
player.
They're so big, they go in the back office.
Right. A separate building because they're not even inside the arena now. A woman has accused Pelicans forward Zion Williamson of rape in addition to sexual, physical, emotional, and financial abuse over the span of a multi-year relationship, according to a lawsuit submitted to the LA Superior Court. Relationship lasted from 2018 to 2023, which sets his freshman year at Duke into the NBA. There are two alleged incidents of rape in the lawsuit in 2020. DJ and PK.
Hashtag NFL.
For me, it's like the New York Giants. I never, ever wanted to leave the New York Giants. The reason you heard me talking about what was going on is because I was pissed because where I come from in college, if we lost one game, our season was over. This was an organization I got drafted to. They believed in me. So if the Giants went and won a Super Bowl, I would be happy. But deep down inside,
you're like,
I wanted to be the one.
You wanted the one to bring one.
No question.
Another one.
So it's definitely, you'll always hold that. But then, you know, if someone like me, I went to the LA Rams, won a Super Bowl, you know. you know what I mean? But like, I still, you just want that.
Odell Beckham Jr. reflecting on a career that's taken him to 5 different teams. He's 32 years old now. Never wanted to leave the Giants.
Odell Beckham Jr.
You view him as one of the greats at wide receiver, a game changer,
right
or another talented wide
right
receiver
there with
who's
Charlie
in the
Taylor
middle of
and
the
Harold
drama.
Carmichael.
Ooh.
And Al Toon.
Altoon. Nice. 49ers nearing a trade for Eagles pass rusher Bryce Huff. Compensation expected to be a mid-round NFL draft pick. 2 teams will split the $16 million left in fully guaranteed money. And the Niners will get a pass rusher. Vikings signed the general manager to a contract extension. Kwesi Adofo-Mensah locked in for 5 years now. Now they're trying to lock up Kevin O'Connell to a contract extension.
Been locked up.
Yeah.
After Loft's will lock him up.
Lock him up.
I think it's a slightly different meaning and different tone and message. But locked up nonetheless. DJ and PK.
Hashtag Major League Baseball.
The pitch. He hits a high drive to left. Stowers back on the warning track at the wall. It's gone. Matos goes deep. A 3-run homer. And the hit that's been sorely missing for the Giants makes it 4-0 here in the 4th inning.
He's 0-2 here with Judge at first. And a pitch from Yamamoto. Swung on and sent to center field and deep. Going back, Edman. Looking at it and say goodbye. Up on the net. Into the batter's eye. A 2-run homer for Ben Bryce. And the Yankees now have a 3-1 lead.
1-1 tie. Bottom of the 9th inning. The stretch. The 2-1 pitch. Swinging a ground ball. Up the middle. Base hit. The Mariners win it. Randy Arozarena jumps on first base. A walk-off single. Julio scores, and the Mariners win it 2-1 over the Minnesota Twins.
Highlights from Sunday in baseball. Cal Raleigh, Major League Best 23rd homer in that 2-1 Mariners win. You also heard the Yankees going deep. Dodgers take 2 out of 3. Yankees win the Sunday game to avoid the sweep. Were you watching on Friday when the series started with both of the stars hitting home runs in the first inning to announce their presence?
I don't have Apple TV, so I was not able to, but I was following it, and that was awesome. And then Shohei hits in the second one. Just incredible.
Dodgers get 2 out of 3 in that series. You also heard the Giants beating the Marlins 4-2. The clutch hit. Matos clubbing the 3-run homer to power San Francisco 4-2. Pitching on full display yesterday. The Mariners not only winning 2-1, but Tigers over the Royals 1-0, and the Astros over the Rays 1-0. Hunter Brown, his 8th win, best in Major League Baseball, 6 innings of 1-hit ball. So impressive for him. Colorado, terrible, beaten by the Mets 5-3. They've lost 50 games already. Fastest team to 50 losses since 1884. Move over, White Sox. There's a new terrible team on the block, and Colorado isn't flinching. The Bees, beaten by the Rainiers all week long, one day after another. 5-3 the final score. Bees start a home series with Round Rock tomorrow at the ballpark at America First Square. DJ and PK.
Hashtag RSL.
Real Salt Lake shut out. The Galaxy score once in each half, get the 2-zip win. RSL losing to a team that hadn't won all year. Galaxy get their first win in 17 games. Midway through the season, there's a break now. RSL's off until the 14th. Diego Luna headed to play with the U.S. men's national team. And RSL left figuring out how are they going to finish these chances they're creating. 3 of them, actually, for the 18-year-old Xavier Gozo. But he hits the post, he gets saved, and they end up not scoring.
So go Gozos.
Finish your chances. So go Gozos. In 2 weeks, they'll be back home. DJ and PK.
Hashtag golf.
Scotty Scheffler wins again. He won the Memorial last year. He wins it again this year. He is on fire. He's got 3 wins in the last 5 weeks on the PGA Tour. He's played 4 events. Been beaten by a total of 3 guys. 1 4th-place finish and 3 titles. He's 10 under. He ends up winning this by 4 shots, and he actually led by 5 coming down the stretch there. Scheffler dominating, and then afterwards Jack Nicklaus saying that these other guys are nice golfers, but they're just not in his league.
Well, that's a big old duh.
Yeah. Got Scheffler penciled in for the U.S. Open now?
I got it in pen.
It's in ink?
Blood.
Frame it, blood. Nice.
That's the oath I've taken.
That's New Jersey commitment to golf right there. He makes his picks in blood. Tony Finau settled into a tie for 31st. He was 5 over for the tournament, but it's Scotty Scheffler for the win again. I guess we'll come out of this watching this hot streak from Scheffler, thinking that Rory McIlroy had a window and took advantage of it. Scheffler starting his training late after cutting his hand, and 3 wins for McIlroy, including the Masters. But, man, if Scheffler had started practicing early and training, would he have been on his game earlier, and would the Masters have been a different story?
I mean, he's not going to win every one of them.
True story. Just seems like it lately. DJ and PK.
Hashtag NHL.
Stanley Cup Finals. Edmonton Oilers are in, and they should have forward Connor Brown back in their lineup Wednesday when they play Game 1 with the Florida Panthers, who should also get Anton Lundell back. Both missed time in the conference finals due to injuries. Both teams expected to be near full strength by Wednesday. So
I mean, that's what
time
you
off.
want. Yeah.
You want everybody healthy?
No, I want nobody healthy. Either nobody or everybody. Nothing in between.
Stanley Cup Finals start Wednesday. NBA Finals start Thursday. What is trending concludes right here. Brought to you by Shamrock Plumbing. There's no job too big or too small. Get the personal touch with Shamrock Plumbing. Coming up, Steve Cleveland, former BYU basketball coach, joins us. We'll talk NBA Finals with him at 8 o'clock. Bill Seals covering the Iowa State Cyclones for Rivals Cyclone Report. Our spring football tour at 9 o'clock looks at Iowa State. The question of the day is next. Stay with us.